Yeah, I guess let's get the recording started. I forgot to start that. But yeah, I guess while we're just waiting for price to deliver to the low here, we can go over some of the trades from this morning. Wasn't anything in here that I found interesting. Then we got this 10 o'clock candle, which I really liked. And then we missed this inverse by a tick. And then this play delivered 12R. So that was really unfortunate. This would have been my setup of the day. And then we got this short out of the 4 hour, which I thought was pretty nice. We put in a 30-second breaker, 30-second OB, fair value gap. Everything here looked good. So I took this and I lost on it. And then we got this 1 minute, 20 minutes later, and then this play won. So right idea, just, macro versus not macro. And then that worked for like 60 points. So overall, 1 for 2 on the day so far. The new short was also good OSFL. Yeah, this was good too, but this was just after 11, so I was off the charts at this time. But yeah, this was really good. If you notice that this was OSFL, right? Data low, data high here. We swept it. Bearish reaction, close below here, short, break even here. And maybe, scale 1 or whatever. And then just try and hold for, I guess, like this 10 o'clock low. Since this was very obvious, all the longs after 10 o'clock were probably using that. And then this kind of looked like LR here. So maybe you hold for that. You see the reaction. Then you see this candle hold, and then you just play it based off of what price is doing there. So for right now, we have the 5 minutes still holding us up, and now we have this 15-second that's holding up. But yeah, pretty good price action today, not gonna lie. Everything after 10 was pretty clean. The only bad part was this short that lost, but that was okay too, to be honest, because it wasn't in the macro. I don't regret taking this short, though, at all. I thought that was a good short to lose on. Because there's a chance that, this runs and we miss the play, right? Same thing with the reasoning by taking this 1 minute here. Liquidity was pointing lower here. We retraced plenty enough, 50%. Hit the unfilled liquidity there. So I figured we would be due for a retrace there. 15-second worth for eval. We're just really low, and we're technically respecting a 5 minute right now. But, yeah, I mean, it might work. So, see, this is the 5 minute that's still holding. We just closed another 5 minute candle there, and it held. So, yeah, it might work, might not. I definitely would err on the side of caution here just because of the conditions. We're pretty choppy right now. What's going on, Chris? So, pretty bearish out of that 15-second there. Yeah, Chris. Yeah, that was a nice short that we got after the loss. But yeah, it looks like we're just seeking out these, a couple of days ago lows. So I think that's our draw right now is just this low down here. I don't know how that moved. Am I expecting bad PA today? No, not necessarily. By the way, this 15-second short just cooked. I'm an idiot. That worked out really nicely. You took it anyway, Murmur? Good job. Good job fading me. Honestly, W play. Two minis? Dang, so you just made like what? 1,400 on that so far? Yeah, I would just try and get the other one, maybe to this low, where you could try holding for the previous day low there. I think we're just going to be like trend day bearish. We're already down, what is it, 2.5% on the day? I mean, geez, man. These tariffs are just cooking the economy. This was like so beyond predictable, though, for being real. I mean, people were calling this out back in November. Yeah, he paused the ones with Mexico, I think. I think that was like the big news. But yeah, still on for April 2nd, I suppose. I think the big reason too why we're still dumping as hard as we are is because of the China news that came out. Talking about China starting a trade war or any type of war, they're not scared or whatever. Oh, really? More China AI news? Wow. Okay, so there's that low. As far as targets for PM, we could have 20,024 hit. That was my like higher time frame target. Is this unfilled daily? I guess plus this. If we hit this, my short from the daily CB inverse just completely played out. 1,600 points later. And I'm guessing just based off of this speed past the daily wick here that we're just going to run for this. So that 15-second was it. Those three lows on the 4 hour getting taken. These ones down here, yeah, probably. Baker, the only thing you missed was this 15-second short that I ended up playing out. I said it would be okay, it's just really risky. And I said, like, err on the side of caution just because of how low we were. And we were still respecting this 5-minute. And then it ended up working, like, instantly. For, like, 100 points. Give me 1 second. It was a nice 3-minute short. I think it's close to the tick. Or at least it looks like it did. Or maybe, oh yeah, I guess it closed the tick below. But yeah, no, we were still holding a 5-minute. Yeah, I guess the 3-minute did pay though too. And the 2. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's just clear we're going down here. I just want to wait for something really textbook, you know? Patience. And that could, like, help you build patience. Danzino, not yet. So we got this 5-minute here. I mean, like, okay, we have a 15-second here, right? It's, like, awful, but it could be, like, an FU short that just works. Kind of like how this one just did. That'd be funny. I mean, I wouldn't want to tempt my luck this low in the range at this point. We're down 2.6% on the day. But, I feel like everything is just, like, so bearish right now. But yeah, maybe now that we've swept out this low, did we? No, we just barely missed that. So yeah, maybe we'll get a confirmation short here. By the way, look at your chart, guys. These are 40.1 minute candles. This one's 30. Like, these candles are huge. If you look at the 5-minute, I mean, the 5-minute candles are like 100 points apiece. This V-shaped recovery looks really good. I think probably a close over every time frame here would convince me that we were bullish. So I'd want to see the 3 and the 5 specifically. These stops are pretty insane too. This is a 50-point stop, so maybe we try and get a confirmation set up long. I'm still bearish bias, but I can't deny, 100-point pumps off the low. That 5-second. Let's see the 5-second. This one. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. So now we have a 1-minute where we've retraced, I believe, 50% here. I mean, we have this as like 50, and then maybe even this whole thing. No, almost. But yeah, this is for sure 50. I like to use the 5-minute in this scenario. This looks like true 50 if we came up there. But we still retraced quite a bit, filled in a lot of unfilled liquidity. So if we came back down here and inverse this 1-minute, that'll probably work. 15-second up here, delivering. It's kind of got that V shape, but we still haven't gotten the 5-minute close over. So nothing telling me like bullish 100% yet. We're still respecting bearish PD race. ES hit the weekly lows. Oh, is that what this is about? Yeah, I see what you mean. Okay, so we do have like a bullish SMT here, it looks like, right? Is that what I'm seeing? Yeah, we do have a bullish SMT, but I still think we go down. This is still really bearish PA. What'll change my mind is if we kind of inverse everything back up. This is like the most interesting PA to call because everything is just delivering like super quickly on the higher time frames. The 4-minute looks the most obvious here. Let's see. Yeah, the 4-minute does look the most obvious here. Yeah, so maybe we wait for the 4-minute. I don't really use the 4-minute that much. We're back in the macro almost here. 30-second short delivering from 1 minute. I mean, yeah, but your break even is pretty close. I mean, I do think we come back down here, though, for sure. So there's the 30-second entry, I guess, right? And your break even's here, but, like, I'm not taking this, personally. I think I like the 1 minute better. Two-minute FU short. Yeah, 1 minute, 2 minute. I think if we inverse the 1 minute down, the 2 minute will also get inversed. So yeah, there's the 30-second fail. Yeah, unless something looks like a setup I would take, I'm just not taking anything. Like, I'm not going to try and guess, like, oh, okay, we're for sure going down. Because with that SMT at the low there, we definitely could see price come back up here. And at the same time, we're just so bearish market sentiment-wise. Like, we're down nearly 3% on the day. Like, we definitely could see lower prices. 1 minute short looks better. Yeah, I think so too. Four-minute time frame is about to close here in 30 seconds. We just came up and hit 50. So let's see. Dodgy actually doesn't really pay me. I won't get into like how it all breaks down, but yeah, he doesn't really pay me. My like the way that it works is essentially I'm mutually exclusive from the business he does, and PM Stream is mutually exclusive from um I guess the work I do, or how did I say that? Basically, PM Stream's mine, AM mentorship, all that's his. So that's kind of the way that things are divided up. And then I help him out whenever he needs, and he helps me out whenever I need. It's a pretty good relationship, I think. Oh yeah, no. It's not abuse. It is what it is. So 4 minute didn't close. We're gonna get the 3 minute here in a minute. Already this looks pretty V-shapey back up after the weekly lows. I like this reaction so far to 50. I don't necessarily think that we're going to see lower prices here yet, just because we're just blasting past 50. Yeah, stalker, of course. Anybody that ever buys Lifetime will be like tied to me at the hip. You guys are the OGs, so yeah. Anybody that buys Lifetime, like you guys will be with me for everything. I don't plan on ever moving. This is my home, but yeah, no, for sure. So here's the 3 minute. Like I said, I kind of want to wait for everything to inverse just for that extra confirmation because we've been so bearish. All right, so we have the 2 minute inverse here, which we're still holding. That last gap. And then we have the 4 and the 5. So I wouldn't just enter off based off the 3 minute here. Are they still doing construction outside? No. I forget who asked that the other day, but no. Yeah, Javi. Yep. You guys have access to everything, I believe, that normal premium people have. If not, it takes me like 2 seconds to change if you guys are missing something. 30-second short, also an option. Yep. So we do have a 30-second here. We'd be delivering from premium. So it is what I wanted. It does have that kind of like confirmation setup to it. Um, let's see. Maybe the 1 minute's a little bit better, right? Because technically we're kind of still respecting this. A little mess here. I bet you the 2 minute looks clean. Oh, never mind. Yes, maybe the 1 minute here. All right, 5 minute inversed. So now we're just waiting on the 4. If everything inverses, but this is the kind of close we get, I don't really love that. This is kind of looking like manipulation, like up to premium of the range, respecting last gap, and then maybe like dipping down. But yeah, if we get this last 4 minute, 2 minute, like, I mean, I guess we're bullish. By the way, your stop loss on this play is huge, so you have to kind of hold for a long position, and then, yeah, if it fails, you're out like $100 on micro, so kind of a risky play for sure. Stop loss at the low? Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to, hard stop. So no 4 minute close over there. I don't really like how we're stalling here. I don't like how momentum's kind of dying. I'm guessing if we close over the OB here, we'll be good. But yeah, we'll just see. I really don't want to fade the freight train. Like, I don't really want to get in a long here. Like, we definitely could just trend a down the rest of the day. Until, like, 3:30, we get, like, a power of 3 situation. We could see both sides of the hourly candle taken. Maybe we start with the low first and then come up and take the high. I do like this 1 minute down. I do. I think this is like an A setup. Definitely could be eval worthy. If you still believe in shorts, if you have conviction in shorts. By the way, the closer we get to the close, like, I feel like the worse PA is going to get too. So I'm going to leave a disclaimer right now. So yeah, that's my disclaimer. We're not expecting displacement up, are we? Not necessarily, no. So it looks like the 1 minute inverse down is going to trigger here. There isn't anything else in the way. Oh, I guess this 15 seconds still holding. Like, I feel like Dodgy, after everything that we've seen play out today, would probably just say to be done for the day here. So based off that, I think this is just going to be a tape read stream. What do you guys think? Tape read stream? I mean, unless it's like this best A+ setup ever, I feel like it's probably just smarter to just sit here and watch. Like, especially considering we took out that massive daily low too. Like, that, this could have been our target for the day. Trying to take this setup here is kind of forcing it too, which I don't really love. But we still respected that 1 minute, so that's good. We do have the next hourly candle coming up here. So we'll just see. Yeah, let me remove this 1 minute candle here. Oh, not 1 minute candle, 1 minute gap. Did 4 minute close above yet? No. No, we're not even close. Okay. So I think I was right about being bearish here. Still. I guess we'll just see. 2 o'clock's gonna tell us. Well, RIP price action. By the way, thank you to everybody that's joined. PM, welcome. If you guys have any questions, you're more than welcome to ask away. And then, yeah. Thank you for joining. Hey, Stalker. I appreciate you, bro. All right, so very bearish reaction here. We broke that 15-second and just immediately dumped after. I'm guessing if we inverse this 2-minute to the downside, or just actually, honestly, I already think we're kind of going there. So 1 minute close here, I feel like confirms that we're just going to go for these lows again. Obviously, you know, pretty big stop if you include the inception gap here. That's probably the biggest issue with this trade is just stop size relative to TP. Okay, did we close the 1 minute? No, no close on the 1 minute there. All right, let's see. 1 minute and 2 minute close. Looks like we're going to get it. This is a fine play. It's just pretty big stop. I mean, what are the odds we get like a retrace here back up to this 1 minute and then get a nice confirmation setup? A confirmation setup here, I'd probably take funded, as long as there's no like SMT. Yeah, like a short off the short. So we have this 2 minute here. Now, if price came back up and we made like another inverse to the downside on like the 1 minute or 30 second, that I would be like really comfortable taking. I think because it would give us like a nice break even target. Here, our break even target is the low, so that makes it a pretty difficult, like complicated break even target. Okay, a little soup there. We definitely could miss the low here and just come back up. Let's see. We have a 3 minute. We got the 3 minute inversed. Everything inverse. So yeah, here we would just need to see like a confirmation setup back to the downside. This 30 second maybe. Usually the confirmation setups are the best as a rejection off of like a 50% level. So let's check this out. Almost at 50 here. 50 lines up pretty nicely with the 1 minute unfilled gap. Or a 30 second, I should say, not 1 minute. Right now I'm just measuring from this high down to this low. I'm just looking at like the, internal swing here. So that's why I'd be looking at that for 50, because this is where I expect price to retrace to, is like this area here. And if 50% lines up with that, that's usually a good sign. So it looks like this is going to be our confirmation setup. Remember, you're shorting at low of day after sell side's been taken, so it's pretty risky, but just based off of market sentiment, I think shorts are probably valid still. Oh yeah, no, I'm definitely not getting married to a decent. Yeah, if we see price miss this low, we get that soup reaction, and then we just come back up and inverse this. I'll start looking for longs again, right? But I'm not gonna fade the freight train, right? Like I don't wanna fade bias at all. Not when we're this bearish. We have a 15 second here. Probably need to see both of these gaps inversed. See, so no 30 second there. We're holding this pretty nicely. Okay, so there's 50, but obviously, you know, this momentum up is telling us otherwise. We have LRLR here. Let's see. Let's see if the 1 minute closes over here. Did we close below? Yeah, I mean, everything got closed below there. The 2 minute, yeah, everything. I mean, if we got this 1 minute back up to run this LRLR with the SMT, I think this is a pretty good trade. We're just missing the 30-second inverse here, so maybe we need to see this too. I know I sound like a broken record today, but I don't want to be bullish to fade the bias because we're still respecting bearish PE raise, but I also don't want to target sell side after a massive sweep, if that makes sense. Okay, wow. Okay, yeah, this should work. This is A plus for sure. This 30-second. If this fails, this is just bad PA now. This looks crazy. This one, Alpha. I mean, this reaction off the last gap. Yeah, it definitely is stacked. We need to see price just accelerate here. Okay, so equal lows there. Should see those get ran now. Alright, boom. There's the break even. It's the first setup I've said is A plus all day, right? So yeah, just a break even trade there. That's so annoying. Oh well. I don't know if the break even's going to save us there, but we want to go to break even whenever we sweep a low inside of an FEG. So that's a good break even. That's fine. Who took this 30-second here? This is the first setup I've called A plus all day. Two means no, yeah. Here, I'll share my executions on that. Sorry it wasn't clear if it was this 30-second or whatever. I figured once you guys saw this momentum down that would kind of be the tell. But yeah, there's the break even. And then I'll post executions with that too, just so you guys don't think I'm like just talking. But yeah, now we have this 30-second. So the problem with this 30-second is that we have these two 15-second gaps here. And I feel like these are more obvious than just the 30-second by itself is. Although this 30-second gap is the candidate holding price up right now. So I'm guessing if this one breaks, this lower 15-second will break too. I do think that re-entering at a lower price with worse risk to reward is definitely not the play here. So maybe we just hang around for a sec and just wait to see what's going on with price before doing anything else. All right. Let's see. Are we gonna get this 30-second down here? Are y'all trading tomorrow? Maybe, Angel. I'll be streaming in the morning, but for PM, I don't know yet. I'll let you guys know. Yeah, this was just a stop run candle, I think, here. Yeah, it should be good, Angel. Along with all the tariff stuff, too. It'll definitely be interesting. So it looks like we're finally going to get this inverse here to the downside. Mm-mm. So another little soup here, kind of like before. Don't want to see this kind of a reaction to a soup. But yeah, price is just getting really nasty now. Really, really nasty. $20K? Yeah, hopefully, Panda. That would be cool. All right, so I guess like if you decided to take that 30-second or 15-second or whatever, it ended up working for a break even there. Yeah, let's just see if we rehit today's low. We're going to get an SMT at this low, by the way, guys. So probably best to get out everything here at the low if you're in a short. Did anybody end up jumping back in there? By the way, this is the last target for that. Chris, you're done for the day? Nice. All right, cool. So yeah, shorts there seem pretty obvious. Yeah, this was like your sign here that we were going to hit the low. So yeah, bullish SMT now. I don't think it's going to really matter. I still think we're just going to continue to follow the bearish sentiment. But yeah, I think I'm done for the day after that one. That was fine. I didn't really feel comfortable like saying like, oh yeah, take this for sure, right? just because like we should be in from this entry here, and we just got stop ran, and I'm not gonna alert like the same play twice. We'll just find something else to take that's a little bit better. But I'm glad that this ended up working out, because this should have worked after the 30-second close below, because this was the gap that was holding price up. Nice, Gus. Good job. Here, I'll post my executions for that trade too. Should I exit? Up to you. I think there's a chance we go to this green or blue line here, which is our daily low, right? Right here. And I think based on how bearish we've been, it makes sense for that to be hit. But we have a bullish SMT right now, and at any point the market could just reverse, considering everything's kind of slowing down. I do think you're fine to keep holding short, though. Like, I mean, if you've already held past this, we've seen the reaction. This is still bearish, so it's kind of up to you. But yeah. Does the news gamble work on NFP? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there's a whole strategy that Dodgy has laid out in his VIP section. I can share those real quick. But yeah, there's two different methods. So there's that. Yeah, for sure, Murmur. I mean, pretty clear draw, right? Everything about the market was telling us bearish. I wasn't necessarily married to the lows there, but seeing that 1 minute hold, that 30 can be respected. Technically, guys, if you took the 2 minute inverse there, this play never failed either. So any shorts there paid. Because the 2 minute you base off the inception gap, and we never even came up and hit the high of this candle, which is where I would have placed the hard stop. You just can't size heavy here, but this works too. Am I streaming AM? Yeah, I am. Yeah, so all these shorts worked. Like, what time are you starting tomorrow? Probably 8:15, which means I'll be up at like 7:45. All right, sounds good, Murmur. Yeah, I know, Chris. We got this last one that I have marked. Would I take this 1 minute up? Not with sell side still below. I think I'd still want to see that hit. Especially since we're still bullish. I mean, not bullish. Bearish here. I'm not going to base my market sentiment or what I want the market to do based off a singular time frame inverse. What I'm going to want to see here for extra confirmation that we're going up is every time frame to inverse. So I'd want to see like the 4 minute here, the 3 minute, the 2 minute, the 1 minute. And then I'd also want to see sell side swept. So just kind of everything here. But yeah, PM's pretty clean today. Yeah, for sure, Bryce. Dude, my high yield savings account rate just dropped by almost 0.5%. What the hell, guys? What, like, are they? What is the Fed doing? Did the Fed drop rates? I don't know. My bank dropped rates early. Maybe that's the FOMC decision. Is that going to be next week? I think. Let's see. CPI next week. PPI. No, FOMC is the 19th. So maybe on the 19th we're going to get bearish interest rate news. Well, that sucks. Okay, so there's the low, finally. So if you held for full TP, there's full TP. Could have market sold that for an extra 14 points. Jeez. Oh, it's this low year, Kiyoshi. So now that we've taken that out, I don't have any more targets to the downside. I mean, I guess like these 4 hours next, but what are these like? Yeah, these are 300 points away. So on that, I guess I'm done. I mean, just more expansion downward. Like I don't know. We're down 3% on the day. All right, Bryce. See you later. Oh, Jace, I remember. How could you forget with a call out like that? Okay, let's figure out what's next. So now that we've taken out massive, major sell-side liquidity, I don't want to say I'm bullish yet. But yeah, don't we have circuit breakers coming? Like, aren't they at like 2 point something percent? Or maybe they're just past 3? Let's see, level 1. Oh, it's only at 7%? Yeah, but isn't there like futures breakers? Doesn't it depend on the prop firm? Can somebody find me the Apex thing? I feel like it was before 7% down. Yeah, I know, decent. We're almost out. We're going into uncharted territory. Once we get rid of this, I mean, we still have, you know, 17,000 down here, so it's not really out of paint yet, but nice trade. Trade boy. We're going to hit 19,000, guys. You guys are all going to be in PM stream when NQH 2025 hits 19,999 a contract. Yeah, it's at 7, 13, and 20, Brian. But what I'm talking about, I feel like Apex has specific rules regarding how far down we are today, or maybe it's Top Step. That's what I'm talking about. Maybe I'm forgetting though. Am I just like misremembering something, guys? I feel like there's rules about how far down we can be in a day. You guys remember a couple weeks ago when I brought up Tesla and I said that they would be a pretty good short? And then I had people telling me, no, don't fade Tesla. Never fade Tesla. Oh, really, Walrus? Okay, that might be what it is. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. Yeah, of course, Chase. You have to if you're in trading. Yep, Tom, I heard about that. That was what I was specifically referencing when I talked about them being a decent short. And the fact that Elon's so distracted by the U.S. government right now. What are the reasoning behind the tariff? I mean, honestly, I have no idea. I think the overall consensus is basically that Trump wants to crash the U.S. economy so that interest rates can be lowered, so billionaires can have an easier time buying up real estate, borrowing money, and refinancing the current national debt. That's like one of the theories I've seen. Because I mean, obviously, these tariffs are going to have a massive negative impact on the economy, and everybody knows it. But yeah, we have $9 trillion in debt that's due for refinancing, and the difference between refinancing at a 2% rate versus 4.5% is massive. Um, but I don't want to get into politics too hard. I mean, some people say it's for the fentanyl crisis, but if we're being honest, fentanyl that crosses our borders does not account for nearly as much of the fentanyl that's out there. So, yeah, that's crazy, Tom. Yeah, Jace, honestly, I have no idea. I have no idea. I mean the general idea or the excuse that they keep using is just um, the trade deficits between those countries and wanting to bring that more to a one to one measure instead of just being in a deficit. Um, but like that's kind of like the point of America, right? We've through globalization we've shifted all of our manufacturing to cheaper labor. That's the point of being an American. Yeah, of course, Fahrenheit. I mean, that's what Democrats were screaming back in November, but nobody wanted to listen. I shouldn't say Democrats. I should say progressives, because Democrats are useless too. Do you anticipate NFP news to tank the market since we're expecting the news to be bad? I don't think NFP will necessarily tank the market. I think NFP will probably be like not the biggest deal. I mean, maybe we've been bearish all week, but I think what's really going to be bearish and bad for the market are inflation numbers coming out and FOMC. Exactly, Fahrenheit. Yeah, Fahrenheit and me are on the same page. Apparently, those tariffs aren't going to affect the auto industry, Walrus. That's what they just came out and said. Part of me thinks that Trump is bluffing too. I don't know. I think we're going to get to February. I mean, April 2nd. He's going to be like, "Oh, April Fool's was a day late." I mean, there's just no way, right? Yeah. So the theory behind those dividend checks, Brute, is if those were to even like be feasible, which they probably aren't, they would completely ruin the economy because of inflation. You give everybody in this country or every household an extra $5,000, everything just goes up by a percentage to account for that $5,000 addition. You basically just printed money and gave it out. That's why the Fed is so important because they monitor interest rates and the changes they make to interest rates impact how much like cash flow is out there, right? And in the form of debt. Yeah, exactly like what happened with the COVID checks. Well, it's the exact same thing. All those stimulus checks, all the what are they called? PPI loans or I forget what they're called. All those loans that went out that just got forgiven, all of that was just basically us printing money. So that's exactly what will happen with those checks going out from Doge or whatever. Yeah, I think March 12th is going to be significant, which I think is the first day Dodgy's back. So and it wasn't just stimulus checks; it was also unemployment. I know so many people my age that like scammed unemployment and just were like, "Yeah, I was working, but I was also collecting unemployment since I was part time and it was COVID and whatever." Like, there's girl I know that was my roommate's girlfriend. She used to work at Panera, and at the same time she was working at Panera, she collected $9,000 in unemployment. Nothing. She just got to keep the money. Yeah. Yeah, and it wasn't just like I know of a lot of people. It wasn't just her. I have so many friends from college that did that exact thing. I'm guessing maybe tax fraud or something would have been involved in that. But yeah, so since we've hit the massive daily target, do you guys see what's happened to price action? I know we're just talking about nothing right now, but we've just completely stagnated, right? That's pretty typical. Anytime we hit daily targets, we tend to get poor price action because we're missing out on that draw on liquidity right now. And our draw on liquidity to the upside isn't really there, right? We don't really have unfilled higher time frame liquidity. We don't have equal highs. We've kind of swept out everything. I mean, at this point, we could expect maybe like a retrace to a 1 hour gap here. Maybe this 1 hour. But yeah, we'll just see. I mean, we definitely could hit 19,999 today. By the way, for all of you who think the unemployment claims thing is bad, the amount of small businesses and like businesses in general that got PPP loans that just didn't need them and then those loans got forgiven is so much worse than the unemployment. Like, didn't Chick-fil-A get like millions of dollars and they didn't need it? I feel like that was the big one I saw with Chick-fil-A, but yeah, like a bunch of companies got PPP loans. So here's this 1 minute to the upside here. Like I said, oh, did we get the 3 minute too? Did we get the 2 minute? Oh God, wait, this was good. Wait, we need the 5 and we need the 4 still. Okay, so it's not confirmed yet. But yeah, this is really good momentum. Trump talking about building ships. I just got that on Financial Juice. Yeah, we do have a bullish SMT right now. I do like the 5 minute here. Let's see. What's the stop on this? Break even there. 20 points only? Yeah, this is fine. I think that would have been the break even for the 1 and 2 minute there. Probably. Oh no, it wasn't. Okay. Can we get a confirmation setup maybe? Yeah, exactly, K. Alright, we want to see the 5 minute inverse here. I think I'd be on board with this if we got it. Break even is so far away. I think I'd just go to break even at this high. So yeah, we got 1 more minute till the 5 minute closes. We just got the 4 minute there, I think. Yeah, so there's the 4 minute inverse, just the 5 minute left. Is this A plus? As long as we're delivering from somewhere to the left, yes. Which, like, I have no idea. We're delivering from like a void that we filled. We're not really delivering from a fair value gap. So I don't know. I can't really say. We've swept out enough liquidity. I would just say this is an A setup just for, our sake. The weekly fair value gap? Let's see. Oh, yeah. We're delivering from the weekly. Yeah, this is A plus then. But yeah, no inverse there. So that's kind of like why I said I want to wait for all the time frames there, because there is that chance, there is that risk that we just don't get it. So I guess now we just have to wait. Unless we get like a good confirmation setup. Every other time frame inverse there except for the 5. I think this is pretty good. I mean, I don't hate it. I can't rate it A plus, and honestly, I took a good trade there, so I'm probably done. But yeah, this could definitely work. Yeah, that's kind of the boat I'm in right now, Fahrenheit. Low key, Bitcoin is outperforming the market right now. You know, these last few weeks. Okay, yeah, this sucks. Okay, so there's like the break even, I guess, for the 3 to 1 minute, 4 minute. I think I would have just based it off the 4 minute here. Why'd the 5 minute have to reverse right there? Okay, remember guys, we have this 30-second BPR here. I think we just inversed it, so this is like the gap here that originally sent price down. This was our stop run, and then this is the external gap to that. So if we inverse this, that would be very bullish. That would kind of give us our change in state of delivery too, to the upside here. I mean, I guess this originally was it. But yeah, no, this isn't too bad. Let's see. Will this end up being a break-even trade? Or will we hit our TP1? Let's see. What do I think of the 3 minute long? I'm guessing you mean this one? Ooh, that is nice. Yeah, I like it. I just think, like, technically we should be in from down here. Dodgy would kill me right now, I'm not going to lie. If he joined and I told him he didn't take that, he's going to kill me. Chat, please tell my family I love them. Dodgy's going to kill me. This is such a good long. Holy shit. Okay, well, yeah, longs are obviously just going to print here. Okay. Please tell me somebody just chased. Please. Please. I mean, we got the 1 minute close there. We got the 3 minute. Like, please. Oh, wait, no, we didn't get the 3 minute. But the 1 minute there was so convincing. The 30-second was so convincing. Please tell me somebody chased. Oh my gosh, that just went nuclear. What just happened? The U.S. could drop tariffs on Canada and Mexico with fentanyl progress. I knew they were bluffing. I knew they were bluffing. I knew they were bluffing. Some Canadian energy is still subject to 10%. So that's what this pump was. It was tariff news. Oh my goodness, man. Well, I'm stupid. Hey, Angel, you don't got You don't got to say thanks to me, man. You push the buttons. U.S. could drop tariffs on Canada and Mexico with fentanyl progress. So they're going to not do the tariffs. Where would the entry be? Down here, the 3, the 2, the 4, any of these. I was just waiting on the 5 minute because, confirmation after a bearish trend day, but I didn't see the news. Or I guess the news hadn't came out. Somebody heard about it. Some insider was buying down here. Somebody heard about this news before it dropped. Yeah, for sure. I don't have a friend request from you though. Wow, yeah, this is just going straight up. All right, well, it looks like we're going to hit that 1 hour Sibby. Wow, this was crazy. We just pumped 100 points nearly on this 1 minute candle. All right, well, I guess that was that played out. Nice, Raj. Hey, I'm going to be honest, guys. I did not take this play. I was low-key already logged out of my accounts. And then I saw it form, and I was like, trying to log back in, and we just went up. Frosty. 30-second FU long? Because we have an SMT. That's why. I think. Yeah, SMT. Okay, send it back down, I guess. What is happening, man? Are we going back for 50 now? We could still get a nice setup here long, guys. Because now we have this stacked liquidity up here. We have this high, this high, this high. I'm not giving up hope yet. Let's just see. So we came back for 50 now. Okay, this 30-second long back up. This could be our confirmation entry here. Why not the 1 minute smaller stop? Oh yeah, the 1 minute just closed too. I think I'd want to see the 30-second here though still, because it's the bigger gap, right? We could close technically the 1 minute here and not close over the 30-second. But yeah, honestly, I mean, if you wanted to, like the 1 minute shouldn't fail the same way that the 30-second shouldn't fail if both of them close over. Let's see, 2 minute here. Yeah, we're forming a 2 minute and a 3 minute. All right, I guess we're going back down. We left relative equal highs here. I don't know. We're still respecting this 5 minute. I'm guessing if we inverse the 5 minute to the downside, that'd be a pretty bad look. Rate this PA? I have no idea. Crazy. I can't even rate it because it's just insane. I guess we're going back down. Here comes 3 o'clock. Yeah, this would be bad if we inverse the 5 minute to the downside. I Bro. Okay, we're coming straight back down. Um, I don't really know what to say. We didn't inverse this last 5 minute gap. Let's see. Maybe we can get in on a nice long here still. I mean, are we still bullish? I have no idea what's happening, guys. I feel like I have no control over anything that could happen. It's completely up to whatever Trump says. If we get this 1 minute, I'm guessing that's bullish. Back to the upside, considering we're delivering under that last gap in the leg, that 5 minute. Look at the doji on the 15. Oh, wow. Um, okay, we filled in liquidity there. Maybe if we inverse this 30-second to the downside, that will be our like confirmation short, I guess. $30. I think the 1 minute backup, maybe. I have no idea. This is crazy. I guess I'm just watching this 1 minute backup. I think I want to stay bullish here, just because this feels like the best draw, or these liquidity pools up here. IV on contracts is spiking like crazy. Call sellers and short sellers are like losing money insanely badly right now. Specifically, short sellers. Short sellers are like getting wrecked. I think I would rate this 1 minute A plus. I mean, we do have other for value gaps in the way, like this 3 minute, this 4 minute, and I guess this 5 minute BPR that's going to form in a minute. So you have to watch those and be careful. But this looks pretty good. I mean, we shouldn't see this gap get inverse to the upside here if we're expecting to stay bearish. We can pay attention to 50 here. So here's that next 5 minute gap. So we're going to get this probably this 1 minute inverse at the same time as we tap into the 5 minute BPR. So maybe wait for a reaction first. And if you really want to wait for extra confirmation here, just wait for the 5 minute BPR to get inversed. And then that will definitely tell you. Plus, it's good enough risk to reward, I think, on the 5 minute here, where it's worth your while to wait for that. Right? So that's your stop, 42 points. Your take profit is 57. So it's almost 1.5. I think if you want to get bullish here, that's what you want to wait for, is this 5-minute BPR to be inversed. So let's see. We're gonna get the 1-minute. Let's see this reaction we get after we inverse it. Okay, yeah, pretty bullish. $50-point stop right now. Wow. Okay. Looks like the 1-minute might go invalid before we get it. 2-minute and 1-minute, I think, are going to close at the same time, Trade Boy. Oh, wait, no, they won't. Never mind. Yeah, it's been a common theme. I don't really like candles that close like that, but there's your 1-minute inverse. You don't really want to see price coming down as we get the inverse. Like, if you look at the 15-second, that's not really what you want to see out of an inverse, but we did get it there. We disrespected this 5-minute quite a bit. So if you're willing to risk, obviously this setup failing, with this size of a stop, it's about a 40-point stop, then that would be like your entry there. But me personally, I think the 5-minute's probably better, just in case. I think the drawn liquidity is still higher though. Rejected 50% of that down move. Oh, true. Yeah, I see what you mean. So yeah, just gotta wait for the 5-minute there. That was kind of, my general consensus. 1-minute still hasn't failed, but yeah, I think waiting for the 5-minute is probably going to be the better play. Yeah, we'll just have to see. I like that the 1-minute here is still supporting price. That's what it should be doing based off a 1-minute inverse. I do. I think the 1 hour. I think it's these highs here, but yeah, I think it's the 1 hour Cibi. So we formed almost a 1 minute order block here. This PA is pretty crazy. If you were in the 1 minute here, like if you took a retrace entry or whatever, I think I'd be break even. I don't think you want to see price come back here after coming up that much, right? And this could technically be like that start of the trend line here. There also is an SMT here on the 30 second, like you mentioned. So a lot of reasons here to go to break even if you're in off the 1 minute. Who's in right now? Just out of curiosity. 2. Chris, you're in? All right, man. Yeah, I jumped in based off this reaction here. I took it with 2 micros and I just got stopped break even. Nice, Angel. Yeah, no, definitely be done if you're having a crazy good day. Yeah, 800 on 5 accounts. Holy, good job, Angel. How do you do a chase play? If there's an obvious draw on liquidity above and price is like just expanding really hard, like this, chase here and then go to break even once we take that draw on liquidity. That's how. You don't want to chase after draw on liquidity's been hit, but before that. Corey, I've heard good things, but honestly, I prefer prop accounts more. If you're looking for like a good potential place to put a stop on a chase, just like for an example, like this 30 seconds is actually great, right? I wish I would have alerted like a chase there, but that's not what I do for good, discipline and that kind of thing. But yeah, here what you would do is essentially you would chase long here with only a couple contracts, and then you would put a stop below this candle, because if we're truly bullish here, price shouldn't retrace. We should just run to this high. And then once we hit this high, that's where you go to break even. So yeah, the thing that's still holding price down is this 30 second. If you guys want an interesting play, take that. That definitely could work for at least to this high, I think. I really believe in longs here, so I think I would say if you're not done for the day, like this is a good play, but yeah, obviously it's not an A entry. We have the next 15-minute coming up here. I like that we retraced a discount. I like that, this momentum is coming up here. I like that we have a 30 second to support price. This looks good. Okay, bang. There's your break even. Super quick, easy break even there. Let's see. And maybe just a break even play? No, we're good. We're good. Okay, now price just needs to expand crazy. We just need to go straight up. No time for dilly-dallying. No, don't do it. And break even. Dang it. Okay, so free play, but it's unfortunate. I don't know if the break even's necessarily going to save you here, but I definitely think it's smart too, just because this is a high inside of a 5-minute BPR. So, decent play. It worked like instantly for 20 points. And I think it worked for 1-to-1. So if you took that, you definitely could have scaled some there and gotten away with that. Now we have a sweep, delivery, obvious gap here, liquidity below. This would be A plus. I'm done for the day for sure. But technically this is an A plus entry here. Just got to check the 1 minute time frame. Yeah, so once the 1 minute and 30-second both inverse, I mean, this is A plus. Did anybody take this long here? The one that I just said was good? I know it was really quick, so probably not, but yeah. Okay, so 1 minute inverse to the downside. This is an A plus mechanical setup. It doesn't really go along with the bias at all because there really isn't a bias. I think that these are the best draws in liquidity, but we're still respecting bearish PD arrays here, so technically, mechanically, this is A plus. Like I said, not taking the setup. I don't think I would take it even if I wasn't done for the day, but mechanically A plus here. And the reason why is because look at context, guys. Look at how choppy price has gotten. I think it made sense to come up for this high here, but shorts here, I don't really know if they make sense considering we've already swept out sell side. Maybe if you want to target these. But yeah, I mean, V-shaped down after sweeping a high. Like, this is mechanically insanely good. Nice, Corey. Yeah, I think that 30-second L was still a great trade. I would not regret that. I will say, since taking that 1 L, I've taken 3 winning plays, and I'm green for the day. So as long as you have good risk management, like, today should be a great day. It's just, you know, that one loss was just a good loss to take. It just happens. It's part of trading, part of the model. So, it is what it is. No, I remember you mentioning that. Yeah. Okay, so if you're in this 1 minute, technically your break even is this low since it's a newly created ITL. And once we sweep that, that should be your mechanical break even. I think for me here, though, I'd probably just be done. Wow, I haven't streamed 4.5 hours, guys, since I was in this other Discord I was a part of. This is crazy. This is the first day I've streamed both sessions in probably 6 months. Yeah, Fahrenheit. I've basically only traded funded this afternoon. I only took one eval trade. The rest were funded. I'm up $300 a funded account right now. Yeah. I thought these longs were nice here. This 1 minute long was good. I took that unfunded. I forget what else I took unfunded. Let me check. Um. Oh yeah. I took this 30-second short unfunded, and just jumped back in here. See, those were the two funded plays I took. I forget what the eval play was. I don't know. I had to switch accounts. Okay, so this 30-second setup long. We're just in chop right now. I just wouldn't touch anything. If we inverse this 5 minute, that would be like, okay, cool. Now we're bullish to the high. But yeah, we're chopping. So avoided a loss there. Like I said, I don't think I would have taken that anyway. It's just mechanically A plus. I just think the bias is still bullish. That's why I have these all marked out. All right, Angel. Yeah, take an early weekend. I mean, you just had a killer day, so good job. Thank you for joining PM. Guys, should we stay on until 4 today? Or do you guys think it's like, okay, this is probably going to be it for today? Stay on? Okay. If I leave in April, so I should leave then. All right, cool. We can hang out. I'm cool with that. By the way, I don't know if you guys saw on the premium announcements channel, but I did destroy Dodgy today on Wordle. Oh, sorry, I just leaked it. But if you haven't done Wordle today, there's the answer. It's a pretty funny answer. At 9 p.m. So 12 a.m. It's at 12 in the morning. Jeez. Dude, Trump had a busy day today. Well, I guess the short ended up actually working out. That's weird. All right, I'm gonna log out of my fundeds, and I'm just gonna hang out here. Oh, I got a DM. All right, show us your Fortnite skills now. All right, Corey, sounds good. Yeah, I'm not playing Fortnite, but we can pull up ES real quick. ESH2. There we go. Just want to make sure I'm not missing SMTs, and I already closed out my funded, so this is what we're going to stick to. Because I'm done for the day. Let's do that, maybe. Yeah.
Dapper said, okay, can we foreplay at night? Brian G said. Danzano3838 said nah facts TF was that.
All right, Nimmoss. We'll catch you tomorrow. That's so funny. I didn't realize you guys can hear the TTS. I was trying to delete Dapper's message because he's an idiot, and I accidentally hit the TTS button. So this 2-minute gap is a lot more obvious. You know, coming back up here. Or 1 minute long, smaller stop. Yeah, true. I mean, regardless, this is going to be your stop size because this is going to form an inception gap on the 2 minute, and you'll want to see that hold. You know, worst case scenario if the 1 minute fails. So this is like your hard stop size right now is this. So 30-point stop. First target would be this high here. And then ultimate target would be these highs, the 1 hour gap for 100 points. So this, I mean, the vision's there. You lost me at 30-point stop. Just size down, bro. Just take 2 micros. 2 micros with 100 points is still $400. Even if you scale here at this high for 50 points, that's $100. You hold to the high, that's $300. $300 isn't crazy, and you're only having to risk 120. That's 2.5 to 1. Gotcha, Fahrenheit. Alrighty. Well, I think this is a good setup. You know, I still think we're bullish. I think I would rate it just an A setup, though, because we don't get the sweep. But we're still respecting this FVG here. So, bullish until proven otherwise, I guess. We got 3 seconds until the close. I guess there's the entry. Where would be break-even point? I mean, the break-even would be this high here. Okay, so basically I had 2 MFF fundeds and 3 Top Step XFAs. I was $300 away from max drawdown for stupid reasons and somehow recovered the account to being up 3,000. I withdrew 1,200, so now the account is at 51,800. It's now at 52,000 as I'm trying to get 5 winning days doing 1-to-1 risk reward with $100. I want to get 1 more paid of 1,200 and then just aim for 30 winning days to move to live. Thoughts on this? Then for my Top Step accounts, I took 3 L's in a row and I'm now down about $950. They weren't bad losses, to be honest, but I got overconfident and risked an extra $100 per trade. Now they're down $900 each. So what's the best way to recover this? I risk 100. I would say risk 100 and slowly crawl back to break even. All right, Trade Boy. We'll catch you later. Yeah, I would just say risk 100. So now your break even's at like 134 here. I don't think you'd want to see price come back. Honestly, I don't even like how price is coming back right now. But I want to just kind of set it and forget it. Yeah, for sure, Corey. But like, change it to 150 because not every trade is going to be like exactly 100. But yeah, Like 150 would be good. Yeah, for sure, Void. By the way, you guys are in this, right? Yeah, I'll be doing NFP stream. I'll be on at 8:15 tomorrow. Yeah, so okay, it looks like we might get an SMT here. Maybe it makes sense to go to break even once we break this SMT. Or not once we break the SMT, once we form it. Okay, so yeah, there's the SMT. So we're about 25 points away from the entry. You should be break even here. So yeah, there's the break even. I mean I alerted this. I'm not gonna sit here and say I didn't. So there's a break even. 1-to-1 also is about to be hit. 1-to-1 would probably be this high. So like I said, first TP here, and then try and hold for the 1 hour Sibi here. Fed Waller just said something really bullish. I don't see a case for a March rate cut. So maybe this will give us the nice pump, and then 350 macro will help us. By the way, whoever said to stay on, yeah, you guys came in clutch because I was definitely thinking about heading out at 330. Okay, there's TP1. This was so easy. Holy, please tell me you guys took this. This was a free trade. I know we should be done for the day, and I'm already logged out of my live accounts, but this is like so basic. This is so easy. So TP1 there for 50 points. You should be scaled like almost everything here. We want to see price break over this 5-minute BPR here. Sounds good, Pat. We'll see you next week. Thank you. Thank you. Looks like it might just be a break even on the rest of these. Just based off the momentum back down here. I'll mark out the break-even level. 106 it looks like. If February data comes in good, I'll feel better about inflation, says Fed Waller. So because we got such a bearish, candle here, I don't think we're going to break over this 5-minute BPR. And yeah, probably just a break even here. But yeah, still 50 points. I mean, or 45 points. Like, can't complain. Nice. Okay, so break even on the rest. Good trade. Really good trade. Yeah, Chris, we also had the 5-minute BPR still holding price down. So, yeah, just is what it is. Honestly, I don't know. Probably Apex. Ufafa. Yeah, Chris, I think it's because of Waller. Because Fed Waller is talking right now about inflation expectations and Fed rates and all that stuff. And so, just do whatever. Okay, so that first long, we never closed over? Oh, no, you took a short. Okay, so yeah, we'll talk about that because that's a textbook trade that I normally don't like, that first short that you took. Also, technically, that trade never failed because the 1 minute never closed over there. So that was not a fail, that first trade. Second trade, that was the 15-second entry. Honestly, me and Dodgy stayed in that one, but I can understand why you took a loss on that. That was a fine loss. And then the 30-second short from today, yeah, that was a good loss to take. So yeah, those two losses, I totally understand why you took those. The first one should have been a win though. So we have this 30-second back up here. I think we're just still having to wait for this 5-minute to get inverse to the upside. But yeah, no, Corey, that's just super unlucky because that means that you missed the long that we got right after 20 minutes later, which is fine. You know, you want to take your one loss and then get off for the session. That's good discipline. But yeah, this afternoon should have been a winning session, I think, especially with that last trade. Like, this last trade was so free. Just really, really easy. But yeah, no, I mean, for me, I would just say risk light, especially in these conditions, especially with an account that's super deep in drawdown. Yeah, no, I get it, Corey. Like, I think those were fine trades. The first one definitely though was not a loss. Me personally, what you did there is what I like to call longing, or I guess in your case, shorting off the buy side of the curve, right? So whenever we're looking at the market maker model, it's very distinctly, it can be very like easily identified, right? Usually. Like in this cases, this is a very obvious market maker model here. You have the buy side of the curve and then the sell side, and you have the manipulation leg here, and then the manipulation leg back down, right? So very obvious market maker curve here. In most scenarios, like 9 out of 10 scenarios, I won't take shorts off the sell or buy side of the curve if I'm looking for shorts, or the sell side of the curve if I'm looking for longs. Does that make sense? What I'll do instead is I will look for a confirmation entry on either the buy side of the curve here, like this long here, or the sell side of the curve, like this short here, right? That's what I'll do. But I'll never base my trade off of the fair value gaps that we form on the buy side of the curve here. Okay? So that first short you took was essentially that. It was a short based off the sell side of the curve or buy side of the curve, and you stopped out when that fair value gap on the buy side of the curve got invalidated, despite the fact that we were still holding a bearish fair value gap to the downside, right? So your trade wasn't aligned with like what the market was doing, which in this case, that trade you sent was the market respecting bearish PD arrays, right? Which means that the bias was still in your favor, right? The only time we stop out of a trade is when there's a fair value gap that gets disrespected that shouldn't be, assuming we're still bullish or bearish, right? So in that case, we were obviously still bearish there because we were still respecting bearish PD arrays. Yeah, no, I totally get it, Corey. And that's literally just a retail trap. Those candles, these massive down close bearish candles, are like just trapping liquidity. Yeah, we're trapped between this 5-minute BPR here and then I guess this one here. $155 now protected high. Yes, this is now a protected high. So we need to see price hit a swing low before targeting this high. So ideally, we should see price come down and hit this low, right? That's how that works. If that's a protected high. So maybe we're bearish now. We definitely will be if we inverse this 3-minute BPR to the downside, along with the 2-minute. What do you think was the best setup of the day? Dude, the best setup of the day would have been this 1 minute long if it would have just triggered. This, I was so ready to call this and say I'm getting in. And we just closed to the tick. This was easily the best setup of the day. After that, I would say it was this 1 minute short that we took during AM. And then this was really good because of the data wick. So if you took that, this was really good. Honestly, there was too many to count, Dapper. There was so many good setups today. 15-second setup there was okay. This 2-3 minute long was good, but we never closed over the 5 minutes, so I don't think it was that good. And then this setup was just way too clean with this much momentum up. But yeah, there was like three really good setups, Dapper. Honestly though, if you want my definitive answer on the best setup of the day, 1 minute short. Clear, obvious draw, the LRLR below, we had the unfilled 15-minute below. As soon as we tap it, price comes right back up. So like just everything about this trade was pretty perfect. 2 minute short to lows. Honestly, I'm done for the day. But yeah, we did get the 3 minute triggered here. 2 minute never closed below, it looks like. Yeah, so 2 minutes still holding. I'm guessing when we inverse this 2 minute, since this is a protected high above, we need to see price hit this low. So maybe this is just like an easy 1-to-1 short setup here. For me, I'm done. You guys should definitely be done after this trade that we just took. So this is just a tape read. But yeah. 2 minute short, I guess. You took it on eval? Nice. Alright. Oh, you did catch that short? Oh, you just locked out of your XFAs. Gotcha. Yeah, no, that was a good short, though. Trump has just said he is not looking at the stock market. Oh, God. He said he wants to see red. Trump is a bear. What's XFA? Top Step funded account. Twisted, bro. Chill. Focus on your education, dude. All right, here's the 2 minute inverse. Really bad close. I don't like to see closes with the candle coming back up here. I do like to see this 15-second gap though. I think this should hold. And yeah, I think this will work. Your break even if you took this 2 minute is going to be this low here. But yeah, I'm so done for the day. I'm like totally checked out mentally, guys. I'm pulling a dodgy right now as far as um, the market goes. But yeah, another clean short, technically A plus, delivering out of the 5 minute BPR. We inverse this to downside, protected high, soup. Everything here follows like that one model I just told you guys about the other day, that pattern in which reversals occur. So yeah, there's the break even. I mean, super clean. How we're just break even. Plays up 15 points ish. Price shouldn't come back to this. So yeah. There's another setup, just completely out of the blue, completely random. I would probably just take full profit here. 2R, why not? Extra little cherry on top, why not? Is anybody in this short? On micros? I don't know. It depends. Yeah, what Corey said. Yeah, it would have just been a break-even trade, so no FOMO on that. That's fine. Technically not a break-even, but if you see price come down 20 points or 25 points and then reverse back to your entry, that's probably not a good look. What time am I starting for NFP? I think 8:15 is when I'm going to start. But yeah, I don't feel bad about ending stream right now at all. We caught our setup. Technically, this play isn't even like a break even. I would definitely be break even though. I would have just been break even since we're technically still respecting this gap that's been holding price up. So because of that, I would want to go break even just in case price reacts to this and then comes back up again. All right, we'll see you at 8:15, Gomez. But yeah, if this came back up again, I would be so break even. So let's see. All right, Ufafa, we'll see you 8:15. I just want to see like one more time to see if price would really break even, because if price went down 30 points from my entry and came back up, I would like definitely be break even in about every scenario. So just for extra confirmation, no FOMO. I'm like taking a trade in my head right now. Like I got break even on this trade. Now I just want to see if the break even saves me. Does that make sense, guys? Do you guys ever do that? Like if you're tape reading, you like take a trade in your head and you just want to see if like the break even would save you. So there's the break even again. Yeah, so I still think break even is the right play there. I'm totally cool with getting break even. Do we have an SMT? Oh, I probably missed an SMT. Nope. No SMT. All right, I guess on that note, guys, we're going to miss 350 here, but that's totally fine. We've taken 1,000,001 trades today, and we should be done anyway, especially with NFP tomorrow. So I'm going to give you guys your last 10 minutes of your day. And yeah, I'll catch you guys all at 8:15. Be prepared. We're going to pass some eval accounts, then we're going to get back into trading just as normal. Yeah, that's what the 8:15 stream will be for, Twisted. Alrighty, I'll get the video uploaded, and yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow at 8:15 in the morning. Good stream today. Sorry about the loss this morning. Not much I could do about it. Just how price action is sometime, and yeah, hopefully tomorrow we go 2 for 2 or 1 for 1, and same thing with PM. Alrighty, peace out.